Head over to our contest page and enter to win a massive Green Day prize pack, including 2 100-level tickets to their show on August 17th, Punk Bunny Coffee, and a custom Green Day skate deck created by Familia Skateboard Shop. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest to enter.
State Fair t-shirt. I'd rather see a nice set than a sunset. Yes or no?
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, why don't you film yourself walking down the hall after the show and asking Barb if she wants to print that t-shirt?
Yeah, I want to see that live.
You guys, that means I'd have to stay after 9.
Good point. Yeah.
I got to do the news real quick, but I got a lot of football talk I want to do. And we have a lot of guests coming in today. So we got lots to do. Let's get her done, shall we? Here's this.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
St. Paul Saints dip back below 500 with a 6-5 loss to the Columbus Clippers at CHS Field. The 56-57 Saints visit Indianapolis tomorrow night. We'll let you know when they are back at CHS Field for some baseball in St. Paul. Thank you, St. Paul Saints. There you go. Hey, by the way, somebody threw out an idea for the Saints to bring in Mr. Belding.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's
I like
a good
that.
one.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
It's a good one.
Say by the bell day.
Yeah. Saved by the bell.
God, just bring the whole cast in.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P. to Screech, but sure, we could get... see, can you imagine
Why
the...
don't we weaken and Bernie Screech?
Kelly Kapowski.
Yeah.
Bring in Kelly Kapowski.
I mean, Mario Lopez can't. He's currently in my hotel room in Vegas telling me what movies are out.
Yeah, as you go zip.
I don't understand that joke.
Joke.
Yeah, joke.
I don't get that.
You've bragged about it.
I bragged about what?
How quickly. Never mind. I don't want to get fired.
Oh. Well, that makes one of us.
You run into your hotel room, turn the TV on, and zip. All right, down to the casino. Because that's all it takes. Just move on.
So, I unzip my pants and then I go gamble?
Yeah, because all you need is Mario's voice. Don't you get it? You're a premature.
I didn't hear what you said.
I bet he gets that. I bet he gets it.
I didn't hear what you said. Say that again?
No, I don't think I can say it again.
Calling him Speedy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
That's one of those. It's one of those phrases where it's so creepy when you whisper it. Like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Yeah, or is it?
Or-
Oh, no, it
turn
is.
somebody.
Yeah.
No, it is. It is.
It definitely is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the news.
Oh, sorry, Diddy.
Tampa Bay woman is talking about discoveries she made while cleaning up after Hurricane Debbie. This lady named Suzanne told the news she found what appeared to be a message in a bottle. She removed the letter from inside. It was dated March 4th, 1945. Had been written on U.S. Navy letterhead from the amphibious training base in Little Creek, Virginia, and floated around since 1945. That's pretty cool.
Just floating around.
Just floating around. I love that.
So what did it say?
It said,
Hi.
Show me them things.
It said, wait a minute.
He'd been on the boat for a long time with a lot of seamen.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, Tommy's dream.
That is true.
Yeah,
it's
Tommy
true.
wishes he was a pirate.
Thank you.
See how he could say that, Sauce, without whispering and it didn't sound as bad?
Right.
Yeah, well, I had to get my point across about you and Mario.
I'm Mario.
That one, too.
Why did you whisper his last name?
Oh, because I'm into whispering.
Ooh. Trying to bring in those people who like to whisper in people.
Isn't that ASMR?
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
The Disneyland Resort in Anaheim will soon become a little bit more magical, Zacko.
All of them, right? Disney rolled out a
Huge
giant announcement.
yeah.
They're all getting
D23, baby.
massive
D23 Expo, yeah.
upgrades, billions and billions of dollars over the next decade getting pumped into the parks.
Oh, damn time.
I don't know how they can do it. They must be making money. I don't know. At a C23 Expo, Disney announced Tiana's Bayou Adventure will open on November 15th. Also revealed that as part of Disney's 70th anniversary next year, a new show will debut featuring the first ever Walt Disney audio animatronic. Several new attractions will also be coming to Disney California Adventure this decade, including first ever ride based on Coco and a new Avatar experience. Meanwhile, Avengers Campus will get 2 new attractions, Avengers Infinity Defense and Stark Flight Lab. So plenty of reasons for you to go back there, Zacko.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a world guy, but Disneyland's stepping up their game too. And by the way, Tatiana's Bayou Adventure, that's the updated Splash Mountain. So that's the log ride.
Yeah.
They're going to dust off It's a Small World. Oof.
No.
That thing is creepy.
Yeah.
It's almost as creepy as Meat Sauce Whispering.
That'll work Ant-Man into It's a Small World after all.
Yeah.
Do something cool with it.
I hated that I listened to the public when we went there, and they're like, "You just gotta go. It's just like something you have to do.
don't.
Yeah.
You just have to." I'm like, "No, you don't.
Nope.
I'm gonna tell every
leave your head.
every mom and dad out there, do not do that ride.
Don't
Do
have
not
to do
waste your time. Don't even
Kids aren't
waste.
gonna like it.
Don't waste a fast pass on it. Don't stand there for an hour and a half.
You're taking away the opportunity for your kids to bitch about it in the future.
That's true.
Yeah.
that is
So
true.
that's
But there's
the
plenty to
passing
bitch
of
about
the
when you're at the
torch.
park anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder
What if lines and other people are not your thing? How do you go to Disney World or Land?
Don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
you
don't.
just might.
You
Yeah,
absolutely
Save
do.
your money.
You
No,
talk
you go
to-
on a broadcast. We did that like maybe 8 years in a row. It was awesome because they would close a park down, and then we
What?
got to just go and Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me? They
Oh,
do
yeah.
that
Why
for
don't we
your
do that?
radio station?
Oh yeah. There would be a bunch of radio stations that would go down. We'd spend the week and we'd be broadcasting live, and then they would shut down one park every night. And then we got to go there, and they had tons of great food, and there's booze, and then you got a chance to go and hit the rides as much as you wanted to.
Yeah.
And
How would you
it was awesome.
describe your show in 3 words?
Slur.
Free? What? No, 3 words.
Yeah, 3 words. To sum up your show back in
Or
the day.
funny.
Funny, yep.
Yeah.
We're in the morning.
What was the genre?
We're country.
Okay, so it was funny, it was country, and what time of the show?
Mornings.
All right,
Yeah.
got it.
Hey, congratulations to the Duluth Harbor Monsters into their debut season, winning the Arena League Football Championship.
Hell yeah.
46-44 to win the Resurrected League's first title. The Harbor Monsters, which is,
Such a great name.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
I want that jersey.
well, buy one.
Yeah, buy one.
I mean, they're the champs. They can't just be giving stuff away. The team won
Hawk
6
will
straight
buy one.
games to take the title. Congratulations. We have a championship team, professional championship team in Minnesota, and nobody seems to care.
Quite frankly, I didn't know that we had an arena team up there.
There you go. I
didn't either.
Now you do. Harbor Monsters. Love that name.
I like it.
Love that name.
I could support the swag.
And finally, stargazers may want to pull an all-nighter tonight for what's being called one of the best meteor showers this year. The annual Perseid meteor shower is expected to peak late Monday night into overnight on Tuesday. Meteor showers expected to contain up to 100 meteors traveling at more than 133,000 miles per hour or 36 miles per second. NASA officials say the best time to view the meteor shower is right around 2 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. our time.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. Nah.
No.
I love it. I would love to see it, but not at 1 a.m.
Okay. I'll let you know.
Why can't they just schedule this for a weekend?
Well, the weekend's finally here.
Thank you. And that's the nudes.
All right, the Vikings played on Saturday. Sauce is going to walk us through sports when we get back. We have a chance for Lieber and Muss to give all their Darnold and McCarthy and Turner takes and much, much more. We'll get Ben's reaction to the new kickoff rules and what he thought about that. Sports is next with Sauce. Initials 1 hour from now. Quarterfinal number 7. Gerdsey, Swedberg, Ron Johnson, Ryan Carter, Chip Scoggins. That's at 8:15 right here on the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Punk rock icons are set to take the stage at Target Field. It's Green Day this Saturday. You can be there to celebrate 30 years of their album Dookie and 20 years of their album American Idiot when they play both albums in full as well as other hits from their history. Get your tickets now at KFAN.com, keyword calendar. But we got your last chance tickets right now. 1-800-320-5326 will win your way in with a pair of club level tickets. Good luck.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
Thank you. The Minnesota Twins lost yesterday 5-3 to the Guardians to split the series 2-2 with the Twins. The Twins had their shot with the bases loaded and no outs in the bottom of the ninth that they couldn't get a ball out of the infield. The Twins are 3.5 games back of Cleveland. They battle the Royals today at 6:40. Pablo Lopez goes for your Minnesota Twins, and that is Twins News brought to you by Quantum Fiber. Nobody? Nothing to say about the Twins?
I was there on Friday. I will say this. Excuse me?
Night game?
Night game.
Or day game? Night game?
Night game.
Did you get the Harry Potter stuff?
No, we did not get there early enough for the Harry Potter stuff, but we saw plenty of it. I will say this, if you guys haven't gone to a Twins game in a while, I think they have done a fantastic job of keeping you engaged and entertained. And it is a stark contrast from 4 years ago, 5 years ago, going to a baseball game. And I know that they sped up the game and all that other stuff, and that they made the bases bigger and all that stuff. You don't even really notice the bases and all that stuff, but you do notice the speed of the game. And the stadium is super fun. Like, in between every inning, there's always something to keep you engaged. There's something to laugh at. There's something whatever. Like, it is like, we walked out of there in 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm like, that's completely acceptable for any sporting event. And it kept our attention the whole time. So baseball's way different and so much more fun. That's it. And they played great. And it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Couple dingers.
Thank you for your honesty.
A couple dingers. That was good.
Yeah. I think you are right. The Vikings won their first preseason game since The Vikings won their first preseason game since 2019 when they beat the Raiders on Saturday 24-23 on a Will Reichard walk-off field goal. Sam Darnold started the game, went 4 for 8 for 59 yards. J.J. McCarthy replaced him, went 11 for 17 for 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Dallas Turner had a sack and a couple of quarterback hits on defense. Your Minnesota Vikings hockey are 1-0 in preseason. Let's go.
Let's go. It's all happening. J.J. Mack on his first game as a pro.
There's a lot of things that, I was happy to go through today and, be able to learn from it, watch the tape. Just want to say the offensive line did a tremendous job today, gave me a lot of protection. The defense in the second half, unbelievable performance. And then to top it off with a Will Reichard game-winning field goal. Beautiful way to start the season.
I would say that defense in the second half was a bit better than our starters were. And I know it's bland and you're just going out there, but ultimately, we couldn't get a stop. We were giving up about 4 yards per rush. We weren't getting any pressure at all. So that's going to make your cornerbacks look worse. Mm-hmm. And that's why everybody's still down on them, so far, even in game one. But I thought that second team defense really showed up.
Yeah, I thought the second and third team defense and our offense, I think, actually played, obviously really well as well. So there was a lot to like. I will, to be preseason critical, if we're looking at the first quarter with the quote unquote starters, and I know it's not the full group of guys, but our coverage obviously is going to be wildly dependent on the pass rush.
Yeah.
And I know that B-Flow's not throwing out a whole bunch of blitzes and he's not pressuring all this other stuff, but we still were bringing five-man pressures. We in a 3-4 system, you have 5 guys on the line of scrimmage, and there are lots of times where we were rushing those 5 guys. Now, some of those guys are in maybe a little bit of a controlled rush because you have to watch out for a guy leaking out of the backfield or something. But the point is, you only have 6 guys in coverage, and 3 under 3 deep coverage, no matter how you look at it in zone or man, is a little tough. Is a little challenging because there are lots of little holes and there's gaps and stuff like that, and you got to play with great vision if you're going to play in the zone. And we just didn't look good in coverage. So
I would agree.
We have to get that figured out, and maybe we get that figured out with the guy that's coming to visit today.
Yes,
which is Stephon Gilmore. He was in town yesterday. He will be here today. Do you think they sign him? Is this a bit where they bring him in, they run him through a quick practice or something to just see how his hips are moving?
He's not coming off an injury, is he?
I don't think so.
So I don't think that they do much physically with him. They might have Tyler and his staff kind of look at him, just kind of poke and prod him a little bit. But if he's not coming off injury, I don't think that he has to run out there and get on a set of bags and do any hip turns and stuff like that. I think they're like, okay, we know that you can play. Now it's just a matter of, are you going to fit with this system? Which, Flores knows him a little bit from their time in New England, but I think it's going to come down to contract.
Yeah, the dollar amount.
Yeah, he's got all the leverage. He knows that the Vikings are desperate.
Yeah.
So
what do we have?
right.
$12 million, I think.
Yeah, we got money.
Yeah, we've got some money.
Yeah, they got money.
There's no such thing as a salary cap. They can sign whoever they want to whatever they want.
Cory is correct.
God, you are just on his side today.
God, I like you.
Really?
Well,
I really, really
Why don't
like
you guys
Sally
get an apartment
Field.
together?
We should do
I
that. We
asked
should have
him
done
if he
that like a
wanted to do
decade
that.
ago.
You've been asking that for a long time.
Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with me.
No, because then I'd have to worry about all the finances. You wouldn't do any of that
He's
at
got
all.
you there.
But I'll tell you this much: I'd put out,
Yeah, he's got you there.
and then
Not worth it.
Yeah, but you know what? His thing over there looks like 100-year-old man's. Ain't been used.
wow,
Don't use it, you lose it.
That's right.
that's why Hawk's always using his.
Yeah, I'm right, man. I don't want that thing to shrivel up.
The Vikings
That's
are
how my
at-
wife feels about her red card.
Is that what you call it?
Wow, this got weird.
What were you saying about something?
I don't know anymore.
It's your turn.
Yeah, what were you saying about something?
I don't remember.
You were
The
transitioning
Vikings
to a
will
different
be
sport.
at the Browns this week, Hogs, for joint practices. Then they will play on Saturday at 3:30, pregame at 1:30 right here on the Fan. Those joint practices are Thursday and Friday.
That's right. I'll give you a full report.
Hogs Daddy will be there.
I'll be there. Full report.
I can't wait until tomorrow when you tell Rosie you're going to be in Cleveland for the joint practices and he doesn't believe
No,
you.
he
now.
won't believe him.
Yeah, that's true.
The Vikings will host their night practice tonight at 7 o'clock.
That's good. I like to see those guys ride their horses.
Brilliant.
Nobody? Okay.
No, I get it.
I don't get it, actually.
KNIGHT.
Yeah.
Oh, night practice. Oh,
Very
gotcha. Yeah.
Excalibur.
Yes,
joke there.
gotcha.
Hawk's
Like
favorite.
jousting and stuff.
Hawk's
Okay.
favorite hotel, right, Hawk? Do
That's right.
you still get free room offers there?
Of course.
Everybody does. You don't even have to go there.
That's right.
You don't have to get points. If you just, you know how like when you're walking down the Las Vegas Boulevard and they just hand out those porn cards and like,
you
here.
say, hi, Mr. Hockey.
Those are also free rooms at Excalibur. If you actually just grab those, it's a 2-for-1. You can stay there for free without ever playing there. You don't need comps.
He loves that hotel.
He sure does.
He sure does.
It should be torn down.
100%.
Whatever.
Intentionally or
Whatever.
unintentionally.
Yeah.
Take it down.
Yeah, it's a dump.
Yeah, your dad's.
Your dad probably stays there.
Sometimes I don't even know who.
I don't make fun of Hawk's dad anymore.
Thank you.
So you're not going to call Jalen Naylor Speedy. Thank you.
No,
And you're not going to make fun of Chris Hockey's dad for liking fecal matter.
not this week.
Oh, thank
Taking
you.
the week off.
Yeah.
Are you going to raise your hand this week and ask Wood Hawk? Or are you taking that off
That's
too?
my only bit.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
Why don't you try to skip both the rest of the week? No raising your hand and asking if Hawk would, and no making fun of his dad for
Okay.
liking poop.
All right.
Do you think you can go the whole week?
Yeah.
Care to wager?
No, but I think I can do it.
Well, I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see.
Good luck to you.
No chance.
Hey, there's the champ.
Hey, I can
Champ is
smell
here.
Guernsey.
Put your hand down, Paul.
The men
You had a
and
question?
No. The men and women's basketball team both won gold over the weekend, and they both beat France. The men beat France 98-87, and the women beat France 67-66. The women have won 61 straight games. They've won 8 straight gold. They have not lost a game since 1992.
And they almost did yesterday.
almost
They were
did.
down 10 points to France. And again, Asia Wilson missed 1.7 million layups. That game should not have been that close. She just couldn't finish from 4 feet away. It was honestly crazy. Because isn't she about the best player in the WNBA?
Yeah, I think so. She is
MVP.
regarded as the best.
Could not finish. She just couldn't finish.
Sounds
Super
easy.
frustrating.
6'5" and can't hit a layup. Yikes.
Could
Oh,
not
ouch.
finish from like 2,
That's
3,
like-
4, 5 feet away.
It's kind of like Gobert.
Oh, man.
Oh, poor Gobert.
So I watched that game start to finish, and honestly, when they put Sabrina Ionescu in the third-ish quarter, the whole game kind of changed, and we got back in it. We kind of picked up the pace a little bit. The tempo changed.
Copper played well, too.
She was a killer, yeah. She arguably saved the game.
Way to go, Coach Reeve.
I'd never heard of her. Kalia Copper, what a cool name.
Yeah.
No idea who she plays for, but she's an American. She played for us yesterday, and she kicked ass.
Yeah.
How?
Hi.
Okay, let me ask you guys. The highlights.
Rose.
The highlights are on TV right now of this actual gold medal game for the women's, and a gal hit a jumper right at the top of the right by the free throw line. The ball hits the rim and then hits the top of the backboard.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that was Wilson.
Yeah.
I
I thought
I
that
thought
was
out of bounds.
Yeah.
You're out of bounds.
It can't hit the shot clock, and it can't go over the backboard.
But it can hit the top of the backboard
Yeah, as long
and
as
then
it
go
comes
in.
back into play.
Yeah, I thought the same thing watching that. I was like, wait.
I thought in high school growing up, like the second it hit the top of the backboard, it's like they whistled it out of bounds.
I think that's
Maybe
just
that's a
if it
high
goes
school
over.
rule.
Gurdsy would know. I think if it goes over, then it's over.
That was a physical game, though. Man,
they say?
I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
don't know what a
Men's or
foul,
women's?
the women's.
Was
I
it
don't know
really?
what a foul is watching basketball, but man, it was like there was some mugging going on out there.
Whoa.
Oh,
Gertzy, do you have an answer for us?
I think it might be a FIBA thing. I think it might be just international rules bit.
That's possible.
I think it
too.
might be different.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I did like that. There was in the gold medal game, Wemby had a ball where it was hovering right over the rim, and he just slammed it. And all the U.S. guys were like, goaltending! You know, they were like, just instinctually, they were waving for goaltending. And you could see all their hands slowly go down like, oh, never mind.
Oh, we're in France.
I forgot we're in France, and they can just do whatever they want.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, no goaltending in international play. You can do whatever you want.
How about that shot of
Offensive goaltending.
of Stefan and Wemby, where Wemby looks like a different like a different species of
Yeah, it looks like a human
it's
octopus.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
and the ball's going over his head, by the way. That's the shot, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's
Crazy.
a huge bitch.
Crazy.
Hey, Jersey?
Yes, sir.
2 weeks from Thursday, the Golden Gopher football team opens their season at Huntington Bank Stadium against North Carolina at 7 o'clock.
Pass.
Oh, Rosie.
Rose. That's not very nice.
Are you looking for confirmation that the game is going on, or are you just telling me so that I'm there?
No, I just want your quick thoughts on it, man.
Oh, my
Relax.
quick thoughts on it?
Yeah.
It's a big game. It's a huge game because of what else they have the rest of September where they don't really play anybody until they play Iowa. So there's a lot of questions about this team. Do it. And I'm excited to see, or I'm interested to see if they win that game. It sets up, I think, a nice little September for them. If they don't, then no one will care for like a month.
Can the new kid throw it? Yes or no?
Yes, he can.
It's going to come down to that.
I think he can. It will actually come down to will the head coach allow him to throw it?
That's the question.
That is the bigger question.
Here we go.
Will the head coach? When you don't come in here all the time, you don't get used to Rosie just interrupting your thoughts.
He's like that.
Yeah,
You guys
ask
just,
Marnie.
I know, you guys just go right through it. When you're here twice a year, it's a little daunting.
Yeah, he's the hot stepper.
Yeah, he definitely
Great.
is.
Great son.
So hopefully they let him throw a little bit, hopefully, because their passing offense was dreadful last year. So they've got a good running back, they've got a couple of good wide receivers, and I know they love him. And it's just a matter of if they let him do what he came here to do.
I was going to ask Chip Scoggins about this because he wrote about quarterback Max. Is it Brosmer or Brosmer? Brosmer. That'll be easy to remember. Bros. Okay. He plays online chess 10 to 15 times a day to stay mentally sharp.
Is that right?
That's what Scoggins wrote about.
But is he good at it?
Well, I mean, if you're playing 10 or 15 times a day, my guess is if you're going 0-10, you probably quit pretty quick.
He's losing immediately and logging off.
Right, so he must be doing something right. 10 or 15 games of chess a day.
But if you're playing good competition, you're actually good. Don't games take quite a while?
I would think so.
Just speed chess.
Let's ask Scoggins about it when he gets here. Let's break down Brosmer's chess abilities. I don't know if it
And how that translates to the football field.
keeping you mentally sharp. I guess it's engaging your brain, not football smarts, but it's keeping your brain moving.
My groin.
Oh,
And your
Rosie.
groin, Rosie, yeah.
Gross.
Sauce, anything else?
No, it's time to break. The Vikings made a trade this weekend. They traded Andrew Booth to the Cowboys. Another cornerback I've never heard of, according to Tom Pelissero, who will join us on Thursdays, right, Hogs?
That's right, baby.
Quite the Vikings career for Andrew Booth, the 42nd overall pick just a couple years ago.
Wait, was that the year they passed on Kyle Hamilton?
They sure did.
Why do you keep bringing that up?
Vikings news in a second. The champ is here, Justin Guard. He is defending his title in the Initials Invitational. He'll take on Swedberg, Ron Johnson, Ryan Carter, and Chip Scoggins. At 8:15, this is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
From playlists to stages around the world, Creed took the post-grunge genre by storm, and now they're set to hit the stage at Treasure Island. Join Marnie Gellner and I for a Creed pre-show party in Parlay at Treasure Island from 3 to 4:30 on August 17th. That's this Saturday. We'll be giving away seat upgrades and Michelob Ultra Zone passes, plus KFAN swag. Full details at KFAN.com. Make the keyword calendar.
Man, I'm going to guess Gurdsy was a Creed guy.
False.
Am I right? No, come on. In high school, you didn't like, come on, there, me high.
No, he was already on Counting Crows at that point. That
if you
group
like the
doesn't-
Counting Crows, you like Creed as well.
I don't think that's how that
I mean,
works.
you didn't mind it if it was on,
See?
but I wasn't actively searching it. I'm looking at Zach Reed, the vibe here. Hawk, have you seen this? His font looks like my mom's iPhone.
Yeah, that's how he
he
rolls.
puts it at like size 56. Can you not see?
He cannot see.
No, he's not listening.
What do you?
He's getting ready. He's getting ready for the.
Oh,
for the
you can see my screen over there. Whoops.
Yeah, it's like font 77.
No, that's just how it was.
I don't believe you.
Let's see.
They're starting to trickle in. Justin Guard's already here. Chip Scoggins now joins the Power Trip Morning Show as well.
What up, dude?
Hey, what's happening?
Initials debut. You've never even played, and you still had a higher seed than Muss.
Nice, Chip. Nice.
By one, right? I figured I was going to be the last guy.
No, that'd be me. Thanks a lot.
Hey, you're in next year's tournament. Quit complaining. You already punched your ticket.
I earned it.
You earned it.
Yeah. Give me a lap dance every time. Here we go.
Amen.
Ooh, funny.
So I had low enough expectations for this, and then I ran into Doe Park at Target Field.
Yeah.
Literally, has been on Jeopardy, probably the smartest guy I've ever met. And he said, man, the first time you play, that game messes with your brain.
Well, he's
so that gave me a lot of confidence. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yep. As he goes 8 in a row and gets 9.
How about the 50th time you played? Whatever. When I play coming up, it's still gonna be the same thing. My brain's gonna be scrambled. I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm the dumbest person alive.
Well, you're about to see someone dumber today.
Well, again, all of you can complain all you want. One person that has cracked the code is the reigning champion, Justin Guard, who beat Do Young Park in last year's tournament.
Really? Well,
I feel like I woke a sleeping giant.
Yeah.
And beat AJ in the finals and Nordo.
Man.
I mean, Gerdzy's run last year was historic.
People are still talking about it.
Some people say it was one of the most amazing athletic feats in the history of this town, and I'm in that group.
I thought you were going to do a Manning thing where you're just like, you get the championship and then you just walk away.
Well,
No, I like to do different things. I like to join you guys. I only get to come on the Power Trip when I play one of these games. So that's, there's 52 people on the show. I can't crack the lineup. So whenever I'm invited, even if it's Friday morning at 7:30, I got to come in. What day is today? Monday?
It's Monday, yeah.
Monday. I'm sharp. I'm locked in.
Yeah, I think Guernsey does well because he just doesn't care.
That's false.
Really? That's how I always get the idea that
I
you're
care
just like,
deeply.
Really?
I care deeply. It really bothers me to lose. It really bothers me to lose.
It's juice and it's Lucy.
that's why you win.
Yeah, but there is something to that. You can care, but just like that soundbite, you got to play loose.
It's not going to ruin my day. Yeah.
Is your piss hot?
Yeah, is your piss hot?
The what now?
Is your piss hot? It's a legitimate question. It's a legitimate question.
Answer the question, please.
I guess I'll follow. I'll circle back with that. I never checked.
Speaking of playing games, Chip, we were just talking about this. You wrote a story over the weekend about Max Brosmer playing chess 10 to 15 times a day online to stay sharp. Can you walk us through that quickly?
Yeah, he mentioned that I'd never heard of bullet chess.
So it is speed chess.
Speed chess, yeah. He said if he gets 5 minutes break from watching film or whatever during camp, he'll get out the phone and play bullet chess for 5 minutes. He said it just keeps him sharp, keeps his mind going, kind of gets away from the grind of camp. So he seems like a sharp kid, very mature. We'll see if it translates to the field, but all the things that they've seen, leadership, instincts, all those things, maturity, they've been impressed with. But it's a big jump from FCS to Big Ten, so we'll see how he handles that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Carter's here. There we go. They're all sneaking in. My guess is Swedberg's going to be last. He doesn't care. Right? He's probably down the hall in his office, Muss. By the way, he wants to see you.
I would not doubt that.
Right.
Again? Damn it.
Cory, you seem like a bullet chess type of guy.
No. I loved
Hockey
playing
likes
chess
bullet
back
chess.
in the day. I would love to play chess. I don't think I would be good at bullet chess.
Corey's too deliberate. He thinks things through too clearly.
So does that mean you have like a minute to make your move? You can't sit there all day, right? It's like there's a time limit on it, I assume.
It's less than that.
I think it's in regular chess, like a non-tournament clock chess, it's gentleman's agreement, right? Like I've never played with a clock. It's always CLOCK, cashless tickets. Yeah, back in the day when I played my dad, you don't want to stare at the board for 7 minutes. It's like poker. There's no time limit at poker too. But it's like, come on, let's keep the game moving. So gentleman's agreement that you got to make a move at some point. So nobody just sits there and stalls.
Stares at it for an hour. Yeah.
Right. Especially when you're playing your dad. Who cares? Yeah. I've never beaten him though, and I keep telling him now that he's 86 that I'm like, we got to get back in the ring. This is my chance to pounce. Right? Take advantage of it.
Never beaten your dad?
No.
Wow.
He's way smarter than me. But we haven't also played chess in 15 years, maybe.
Whose dad is not smarter than you?
Sauce's dad definitely is.
Yeah. Sauce is about to be a dad.
Yeah. I'd say Sauce's kid.
That'll be a fun thing to track. You know, like the
Are you
ESPN,
smarter than your
the
dad?
ESPN game tracker, where you can see the percent chance, like who's leading. Like, what age does Sauce's son pass him?
I'm saying 7.
7? What's the guy, the Karnacki guy? What's the guy on NBC? We need to have him this like live streaming.
Yeah, at the map.
Yeah, at the map.
And the ultrasound, the baby rolled its eyes.
Kornacki, right?
Kornacki,
What's his guy's name? John
Steve
King.
Kornacki, yeah,
John King from CNN.
Yeah, right.
Jeez, that is good. All right, should we do a brief Vikings news here? Even though we kind of did last segment too.
Yeah, we can take advantage of Ben being here for just a couple of moments longer because
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Not to cast Ben aside, because we can get Ben's thoughts in a second, but since Gerdsey and Chip are here, my guess is you guys at least peeked in on the Vikings game on Saturday.
Yeah.
What'd you think of J.J. McCarthy?
Really impressed, particularly the way he bounced back from the interception. Obviously, that was not a good play, but for him to respond that way, and he said something at practice last week where someone asked him, has there been a sequence or a moment in camp that's, you're particularly proud of? And he said, yeah, I had a really bad day early in camp. He thought it was the third day of pads, maybe. He said, but he came back the next day and had one of his better days and just kind of was able to flush it and move on. And so being around him, you could see that this kid has a presence and maturity about him and that he's able to kind of snap back. So for him to come back and play well in that third quarter and move the ball and hit some deep shots, that was impressive. And the way he moves around with his feet and kind of keeps plays alive. That was a great debut.
One thing I'll say is I like that we saw Dallas Turner like immediately. Like that was like the first dude that we noticed, right? Mm-hmm. When he had that sack, whatever possession that was. Like, yeah, the JJ stuff, getting right back out, continuing to throw. I think obviously it's not like they were going to PJ Fleck it and run the ball 50 times after he threw the pick. But yeah, it was very cool to see both guys have impacts.
Well, and I was going to say about McCarthy, JJ Mack. Is that what we're going to call him? JJ Mack?
I like JJ Mack.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Okay, good.
He's got that swagger. He's got the visor. Didn't he have face paint on too?
Yeah, he always does that. It's like smeared.
Yeah, he's got the smeared face paint with the visor. I'm like, he's got the. As long as he doesn't turn out like Johnny Manziel, like he's got everything that you want intangible wise, and the it factor. And they kind of marry that up with the way he played. I thought it was an outstanding performance for his first game. A couple shout outs that I want to give out as well. I thought our offensive line. I thought Blake Brandel played really well. There is a battle at those guard spots, and I know it's not the sexiest competition to watch, but watching the game back, the guys, for being 6'6", 6'7", not your typical offensive guard.
That's a huge bitch.
He moves so well. He's got great feet, very quick and athletic feet, and he showed that he can actually anchor down in a pass blocking situation. I thought Ingram looked really good in the run blocking stuff. I thought our offensive line overall pass protection was clean, and the fact that we had 103 yards rushing in the first half, that might be the biggest. If you're looking offensively, like where can we improve? Everybody, the whole league knows that we just don't run the ball well.
Yeah, but that Kane touchdown actually helped those numbers, right?
Yeah, but that's how the running game works. So, you hit some positive yards. Ty had a couple nice runs as well. I think he comes out at one point in time in the second or third series and has like 3 carries for like 20 some yards, right? So it's like, and we're hitting everything on the inside too. So it wasn't just like, oh, we got these speed guys, let's throw them on the perimeter and just see if they can make plays. Like we were knifing through and creating seams in the interior of that defense, and our guys had the vision to see it. I think that's super encouraging for whenever Aaron Jones gets in there and we have our starting offensive line, that we can run the ball on the inside part of the defense. So I thought that was huge. You mentioned Dallas Turner played really well. I thought our backups, Richter and Owen Porter and Levi played well. Jonathan Bullard. I thought that his pass rushing presence of just being strong enough to collapse a pocket. Now, it's not going to be super sexy and with pass rush moves and hands and all this stuff, but he's got this bull rushing power that he can just push these offensive linemen back in the quarterback's lap. I thought he played really well as well. And all of our receivers played well. I don't know. I thought there was, even if we had lost the game and we didn't have Reichert have the game winner, I still think there was a ton of positives from an individual and a group performance.
Yeah. Jaron Hall had that nice series getting him down into position for that field goal. Otherwise, prior to that, it didn't look that great.
No.
He looked like he was struggling. I mean, there was definitely, you could see the difference between Sam Darnold coming out, having that first series was awesome.
Yeah.
Totally in control. And then JJ comes out, and like you said, Chip, he has the interception, but then bounces right back and played fantastic. And then Jaron, it was like, whoa, there is the drop.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, why do you think the change of plans as far as playing starters in the preseason happened?
Basically a brand new team. I think when you switch over that quarterback spot, it's such an important position. You have to see what it looks like and how the team reacts. And then from there, it's just, we have right now penciled in 5 new starters on defense. So you've got to see how those guys play together. You got to see what that looks like. And we all know what Harrison Smith can do. We don't need to see him play. We know what Justin can do. We don't need to see him play. But I thought it was good to see basically our offensive line, protect Sam, who's going to be, most likely, bar an injury, our week 1 starter. We need to see what he looks like with this starting offensive line group and how that all works. And then, I didn't get a chance to say it, but KOC was telling me at halftime coming out that their in-game communication system broke down basically on that first drive. And so they had to fight through communication adversity. And he's like, look, Sam did a fantastic job of just working through that. That's going to happen in games sometimes. And the NFL's testing out this new system, and it failed on game 1. So they were able to fix it and after that into the second drive. But he dealt with a lot of stuff internally and off the field that didn't have to deal with the X's and O's, and still went out there and performed pretty well.
You mentioned week 1. The Vikings are at the New York Giants Sunday, September 8th at noon. And a Giant was making news yesterday because rookie wide receiver Malik Neighbors suffered what the Giants are saying is a, quote, minor ankle sprain. Unclear if he's going to miss any time. Obviously, if he does, he still has a month to get back. So if you are looking ahead to week 1, Malik Neighbors has an ankle sprain. We'll see if he plays in almost 4 weeks. The Vikings are 1-point favorites on DraftKings with 4 weeks to go.
Wow. What'd you think of the kickoff rules?
I didn't like it. I thought it was bizarre. Now, that's just, I think all of us just collectively getting used to this ball floating in the air and everybody's just like suspended animation, just like not moving, which was kind of weird to see. And Sauce, to your point, I'll say the same thing, that nobody's showing what they're going to do when the regular season happens. And we actually got a chance to talk to Coach Daniels during the week, and he's like, look, we're going to keep it very vanilla like everything else, like offense and defense. We're not going to showcase, some of the blocking schemes that we've kind of designed and we worked on in practice, and other teams are doing likewise. So I think it's going to look markedly different week 1, and I would say within the first third of the season, people are going to try and stuff out. But what I did notice is there's a huge importance on those frontline blockers on the return side, because there's a lot of space in between you and your responsibility. And if we can't block it in space and we can't find some willing blockers, then the whole thing's dead. And I didn't realize, I thought it was going to be easier, because running backwards, turning at a 45, hitting your landmark, and then finding your guy who also has a full head of steam, that's the hardest block to make in football. I was like, we're within 10, 15 yards. It's still really, really difficult.
What a disadvantage.
Yes, you're at still a huge disadvantage. So how they get creative and how they can find these blockers up front is going to be all the difference.
Fellas, thanks for your time. Mus, good to see you.
Guys.
Ben, good to see you. Ben, we'll see you on Thursday.
Bye,
I'll see you Thursday.
Mus, we'll see you a week from today.
Bye.
All right, everybody's here. Ryan Carter is here. Greg Swedberg is here. Ron Johnson is here. Chip Scoggins is here. The reigning champ Justin Gard is here. We'll do Fan 5 and talk to the entire group after this on The Fan. The Fan.